Okay. So we are going to start in a seated position. And if you are in a colder climate where you're working today, you might benefit from just having a blanket or something cozy nearby, something so that when we get to that final Shavasana or final seated rest, that you don't pick up a bunch of cold chilliness in your body and pick up some stiffness. So with that being said, scoot your butt way back in your chair, take a second, get nice and cozy, snuggle your shoulders in, let your feet find a soft place to land. And then if it feels good, just let your eyes close down or soften your gaze, maybe just looking at a soft point on the floor. And then as you're taking these few moments to let your body settle in, maybe notice if there's any parts of your body that are taking just a little bit longer or need that little extra bit of time to soften and settle in. And no right or wrong about it, but just notice if there's any parts of your body that require that little extra bit. And as we give the body just a little bit more time to find that soft settling in, let your awareness come right up to your nose. So notice your nose, and then notice if you're breathing in and out through your nose. And if you are breathing out and in through your nose, notice if one side feels a little bit more congested than the other, or if you're breathing freely through both nostrils, and there's no right or wrong, but just notice. And then as you're breathing in and out through the nose, if you can, notice if there's any smells in the room. You might notice a smell of your fabric softener, your laundry detergent, your soap or your deodorant, anything that you notice, even the smell of the room that you're working in. See if you can just notice. And then as you breathe in and out through the nose, see if you can tune into the soft palate in the back of your throat and see if you can sense or feel that breath coming in through the nose and then down. And then can you notice where in your physical body, and more specifically the torso, so think shoulders, collarbones, chest, ribs, and belly, where in your physical body are you feeling your breath the most? And there's no right or wrong, but just notice. And then if you are feeling your breath more specifically through the front of your body, now see if you can tune into the back of your body, the part of your body that's connected to the chair. If you are noticing the back of the body, maybe tune into the front of the body. And then maybe if you felt both of those places kind of evenly, maybe you'll choose to notice the sides of the body and the ribs. So just take a second to just change your focus for a moment and just notice the breath in a different part of your body. And then hopefully by now, with that tuning into the breath, the rest of your physical body has had a little time to soften and settle in. And we're going to stick with our awareness of breath, but we're also going to connect that awareness to other parts of the body. So we're going to just keep our nice slow rhythm of breath, breathing in through the nose and out through the nose if you can. And then just let your awareness come down to your feet. And you're going to pick up your toes and give your toes a little wiggle. And there's no right or wrong to that. Just move them around in an organic way. And then keep your toes wiggling, but notice if you moved your body and then you had to change the effort of breath. So can you come back to your breath, still wiggling your toes in no particular way, but now can you come back to that soft inhale through the nose and the soft exhale through the nose? Nice. And then can you let your toes soften down to the ground? And we're going to keep our eyes closed here if you can, just so that you can tune in and really focus to the other parts of your senses. So we're going to press into both big toes. So press down into both big toes. Take an inhale through your nose. Exhale nice and slow. And then release that pressing into the big toe. And now you're going to take it out to the pinky toe. So if it helps to find it, you might choose to lift the other 4 toes, but we're going to press the pinky toes down into the ground and then take a nice deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. And now we're going to alternate between the pinky toes and the big toes. So pressing into the big toes, breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. Lift your big toes, press into the pinky toes, breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. And then we're going to switch, press into the big toes, breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. Lift your big toes, press into the pinky toes, breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. And now we're going to keep a little bit of a less of an awareness of what's going on down at the feet, but we are going to still alternate between pressing into the big toes and the pinky toes. But now we're going to see if this changes where you're feeling the breath in your nostrils. So take a second, resettle, make sure everything feels happy and comfortable. And then when you're ready, pressing into the big toes, breathing in through the nose and out through the nose, notice where in your nostrils you feel the breath. And then when you're ready, lift the big toes, switch over to the pinky toes, press the pinky toes down, breathe in through your nose, out through your nose. And now we're just trying to see if it switches or changes the focus of awareness where you feel the breath in the nostrils. Push the big toes down, breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. Switch to the pinky toes, breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. One more time through, press into the big toes, breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. Lift the toes and press into the pinky toes, breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. Nice, and then let all your toes soften, let your legs get soft and heavy. Just for a moment, let your breath kind of return to a natural rhythm. And then before we move away from this place and start to involve the body a little bit more, take a moment here to set an intention to honor your mind and your body throughout your practice. Never doing anything in your practice that would cause your body pain, and treating yourself with love, care, and respect. Great, and then with that intention set, start to lift your back away from your chair just a little bit so you come into a more tall, upright position with the spine, and then hands just resting comfortably wherever feels good. Inhale, lift your chin up to the sky. Exhale and tuck your chin down to your chest. Inhale and lift your chin up. Exhale and tuck your chin down. And now as we inhale, lift your chin up and then just notice and feel the skin in the front of the neck and the throat. And as you exhale, tuck your chin down and notice the muscles between your shoulders. Inhale, lift your chin up. And this time, maybe notice that space right at the bottom of your chin where your chin and your neck meet. And then exhale, tuck your chin down and maybe notice drawing a line to the back of your head and noticing that space there. Inhale, lift your chin up and then just notice whatever part is calling to you the loudest. Exhale, tuck your chin down and same thing on the back side. Inhale, lift your chin up and we're going to hold here. Just take an extra cycle of breath with your chin lifted. Take another inhale, and then as you exhale, tuck your chin down to your chest. Stay here for an extra cycle of breath. Beautiful. And then we're going to start to make little figure eights with the nose here. So keeping that chin down position, start to turn your head a little gently side to side. And then as you start to turn your head gently side to side, notice, did you pick up tension in your toes or your feet? Can you soften your toes? Can you soften your fingers? Take one more little turn of the head side to side. And then bring your head to an upright neutral position. And we're going to walk our butt forward in our chair just a little bit further. So we have our butt nice and evenly centered on the chair and feet nice and firm on the ground. And then once you found your way there, hands are going to come towards the kneecaps, move right into a seated cat and cow. Inhale, lift your chest, lift your chin, arch your back. Exhale, round your back, round your shoulders, tuck your chin to your chest. Inhale to lift. Exhale to round. And we're going to keep that going, taking a few cycles of breath here, just moving with your breath's rhythm and moving at a depth and a pace that works good for you. Take one more cycle of breath just like this. And then we're going to add on. So as you inhale for that cow, as the belly comes forward and the chest lifts, exhale for cat, and we're going to round. Pick one knee up towards the nose, and then inhale, set that foot down, lift the chest, lift the chin. And then as you exhale, you're going to take it to the other side, pick your knee up, round your back. Beautiful. And then we're just going to keep that going, alternating one side and then the other. Inhaling as you lift your chest, exhaling as you round towards your knee that you pick up. The next time you exhale and round towards your left knee, hang on to that knee, let your nose soften towards your knee. Take a nice deep breath in, staying there for an extra moment. Slow breath out. Awesome. And then release. Inhale as you lift your chest. Exhale as you pick the other knee up, and then hang on to that knee. Stay there for an extra cycle of breath. Nice. And then on your next inhale, release, and then come up to a nice tall upright position with the spine. And we're going to take it right into a seated twist. So right hand's going to find the left knee. Left hand's going to find the low corner of the chair or the top part of your chair, whatever works better for you there. And then start to slowly and mindfully increase your range of motion in your twist. So take an inhale, let your lungs fill up. And then with your exhale, see if you can soften a little bit deeper into your twist. And then do that about 2 more cycles of breath. Inhale, feel your torso fill up. Exhale and soften. Nice. And then when you're ready, release, unwind to center, pause in the center, take a nice big breath, and then just notice how one side feels a little different than the other. Cool. And then when you're ready, take your twist over to the other side, catching your knee or the back of the chair, low side of the chair, top side of the chair. That's just whatever works best for you. And then see if you can find that again. Inhale to fill up with air and then exhale to soften a little further into your twist. Take one more breath. Nice. And then when you're ready, unwind as you come back to center. Take that big inhale, fill up with air, and then just feel that fresh wave of blood that comes to the sides of the body. Beautiful. And then left hand's going to touch down to the side of the chair. Right hand's going to reach up alongside your ear. We're going to take 3 little mini side bends. So lean over just a little bit and then come up, lean over just a little bit and come up. One more time, just like that. Lean over just a little bit. And then we're going to switch sides. So right hand's going to touch down, left hand's going to reach up, lean over just a little bit and come up, lean over just a little bit and come up. One more time, lean over just a little bit, come up, and then we're going to switch to the other side and now go a little bit deeper, a little bit further. So we're going to lean in just to the point that you feel a nice, good opening through the side of the body, but both sits bones are still nice and heavily weighted into your chair. If it feels good to do so, pull that top thumb back, look up to the sky, take a nice big breath. Nice. And then we're going to lift up, but stick with that top arm and then lean out just a little bit, like you're reaching for something across the room. So we're going to keep both of our butt cheeks nice and heavily weighted in the chair, but you're reaching across the room. So the side body is engaged, feet are firm on the floor. Take one more moment here and then lift up, release. And we're going to take that side bend to the other side. So that top arm is going to now reach up alongside the ear. You're going to go as far as feels good so that you feel a nice opening through the side of the body. Pull the top thumb back, look up to the sky, take a nice big breath. Nice. And then when you're ready, lifting up through that top hand, and now we're going to do that reach. So you're going to reach that hand straight out from your shoulder and then reach like you're reaching for something across the room. So side body is engaged, legs are engaged, feet are firm on the ground. Beautiful. And then bring it all back up and in, and we're going to take it right into a fold. So slide your hands down the outsides of the thighs, down the shins, and then soften. So your belly and your chest are resting on top of the thighs. And then if you need to, scoot your legs around so you can make some space for your belly and your chest, but we want that little bit of compression of the belly and the chest on the thighs. So see if you can keep that sense of touch. And then soften through the back of your body, soften through the back of your neck, and hands can just be nice and heavy here. Take one more breath. And then we're going to come up nice and slow. So start by walking your hands up your shins, up to your knees, up to your thighs, and then scoot your butt way forward in the seat so that you have plenty of room to extend your leg. We're going to take the left leg, shoot it out nice and long, bend and pick it right back up. Shoot your right leg out nice and long, bend and pick it right back up. Nice. And then we're going to take a few times alternating, just pushing the heel forward with a little flex in the foot, step it in, push the other foot forward, flex the foot, step it in. Nice. One more time each side. Beautiful. And then with both feet nice and firm on the ground, come into your mountain pose. Anchor into your seat, reach through your fingertips. Inhale, raise your arms up and look up. Exhale and fold, reaching down toward your toes. Inhale to a half forward fold, hands glide to the shins. Exhale to soften down, pull the abdominal muscles in, pull the ribs back, roll up through your spine, roll your shoulders up to your ears, around, down, and back. Beautiful. Inhale, arms up and look up. Exhale and fold. Inhale to a half forward fold. Exhale to soften down. Pull the abdominal muscles in, pull the ribs back, roll up through the spine, roll your shoulders up to your ears, around, down, and back. Nice. One more time, just like that. Inhale, arms up and look up. Exhale and fold. Inhale to half forward fold. Exhale to soften down. Pull the abdominal muscles in, roll on up, roll your shoulders up to your ears, around, down, and back. Nice. And now we're going to pick up the right knee, pull it up to the chest, give a light little squeeze. Beautiful. And then release, take it over to the other side, pick up that left knee. Nice. And then release, finding your mountain pose again. Inhale, arms up and look up. Exhale and fold. Inhale to half forward fold. Exhale to soften down. Right hand's going to find the left shin or the knee, and the left hand's going to reach up to the sky. Cool. And then when you're ready, release that hand down. We're going to slide up the shin, bring the knee to the chest, bring your nose to your knee, and then we're going to open it up. So lift your chin up, take a single hand hold, swing that leg out, circle your foot in one direction, and then circle your foot the other way. Awesome. And then bring that leg in, set it down, back to your mountain pose. Inhale, arms up and look up. Exhale and fold. Inhale to half forward fold. Exhale to soften down. Left hand finds the right shin or knee. Right hand reaches up to the sky. Beautiful. Release that right hand down. We're going to slide up the shin, bring the knee to the chest, bring your nose to your knee. And then lift your head up, hang on to that knee, single hand hold, swing it out to the side, and then circle your foot in one direction. And then circle your foot the other way. Awesome. And then let your foot come to stillness, bring it in, set it down. And then now with a little bit of proprioception. So close your eyes down for a second. Pay attention to the outer edges of both pinky toes. Can you feel your pinky toes? Can you feel the texture of floor or socks or carpet or mat, whatever is connected to the surface of your pinky toes? Can you feel that texture? And then shift your awareness to your big toes. Press your big toes into the ground. Take a nice big breath in through your nose. Slow breath out through your nose. Eyes opened or closed this time, totally up to you, but we're going to toe heel the feet out. So if you like playing around with your eyes closed, just toe heel your feet out with your eyes closed to a nice wide position that works good for you. Make sure your chair feels comfortable underneath your butt. And then we're going to lean forward. So think about pulling the belly up and over, lean forward just a little bit. And then right shoulder is going to reach towards the left knee for a little twist. Inhale as you bring it all back to center. Exhale, twist to the other side, and you can push into that knee just a little bit to find a little sensation in the inner thigh and groin. Inhale, bring it back to center. Exhale as you twist. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale to twist. Inhale to bring it back to center. Beautiful. One more time each side. Exhale, twist. Inhale to center. Exhale, twist. Inhale to center, nice. And then in that center position, we're going to fold ourselves forward. So you might choose to hang onto your knees just so you feel like you're nice and stable. Hands are going to find the floor. And if you can, plant your palms, soften your elbows, soften through the back of the body, but keep driving your knees towards your pinky toes. So we want to keep the inner thighs fairly active and engaged so we're not just crumbling in our chair and letting the knees drop in. So knees are active, pushing towards the pinky toe. Take one more breath. Cool. And then when you're ready, with a nice strong back, pull your abdominal muscles in, walk one hand at a time, find your knees, lift yourself up nice and slow and controlled. We're going to take it right into a side bend. So keeping those legs out nice and wide. Left elbow is going to come to the left knee, right hand's going to reach up. Beautiful. Lift up and take it right over to the other side. Elbow to the knee, top arm reaches up. Nice. Bring it all back up and in. And then with your eyes closed or open, totally up to you. Toe heel your feet in. Bringing it back to about hip width distance. And then we're going to pick up the left knee, grab the heel, and then with a little external rotation of that knee, rock it side to side. Beautiful. Keeping a little lift in that knee. We're just going to get a nice even handhold, draw the leg up towards your chest just a little bit, and then release. Draw it up towards your chest and then release. One more just like that. Draw it up towards your chest and then release it across your other leg. So we find that figure four position, make sure it feels good, and then just take your fold from here. So think about lifting up and over and then finding a fold that works good for you. Breathing comfortably, but feels comfortable in the chair. Staying in this folded position with your figure four. Now your leg is across the midline of your body. Can you close your eyes down and notice your left pinky toe? Keeping your eyes closed if you can. Now switch your awareness to your right pinky toe. Take one more breath here. And then when you're ready, come up nice and slow and mindful, gently lifting that leg off, setting it down, giving your knees a little swish, make sure everything feels good and happy. Awesome. And then we're going to take it to the other side. So we're going to pick up the knee, pick up the heel, turn the knee out just a little bit so we find that external rotation, and then rock it a little side to side. Nice. And then when you're ready, just lift it up towards the chest just a little bit and then release. Lift it toward your chest and release. Lift towards your chest and release, and then take it into your figure four shape, bringing it across the knee, or if you prefer, it's across the ankle or onto a yoga block. So if you're working in a different position, take your second to find it. And then once you're there, fold yourself over to a depth that feels good to you. Eyes closed or open, totally up to you, but can you notice your right pinky toe? And then can you switch your focus and notice your left pinky toe? Take one more breath. And then when you're ready, come up nice and slow. Gently lift that leg off, set it down on the ground, and then take a couple of swishes of those knees. Beautiful. And then with those swishing knees, just start to scoot your butt back into your chair. We're going to still keep a nice upright, tall position, but butt is nice and firm on the chair here. We're going to drop left ear over to left shoulder. Close your eyes down if it feels good. Just let your ear get nice and heavy here. Take a nice deep breath in. Nice slow breath out. And now we're going to keep the head tilted to the side, but rotate your nose towards your armpit. And then re-rotate so that the ear is towards the shoulder. And then lift your head up and we'll take it to the other side, dropping your ear towards the shoulder. Eyes closed or open, totally up to you, but take a nice big breath. Awesome. And then when you're ready, rotate nose down towards the armpit. And then when you're ready, release, ear back to the shoulder. And then bring your head back up to a central position. Now we're going to turn the head, look over your left shoulder. So this is more of an active position, feeling the muscles work in the neck. Beautiful. Bring it back to center and then turn and look the other way. So again, this is an active position and we feel the muscles in the neck working. Nice. And then when you're ready, release, bring it back to center. And we're just going to draw little tiny 1-inch circles in the air with the nose. Super small, super mindful. So we're paying attention to what's going on. We're listening in, making sure the muscles and the bones feel comfortable with this gentle movement. But when I say mindful, that means we're not applying a lot of opinions about what goes on. We just pay attention to what's actually happening. Take one more circle around in this direction. And then if it feels good to do so, reverse your direction, go the other way. Beautiful. Take one more circle around and then let your head come to a neutral position. Scoot your butt way back. And then again, we're setting up for our Shavasana. So if you're in a chilly room or cold climate, a blanket over the lap, a little cozy sweater, some socks on your feet, whatever's going to make you feel nice and comfortable so you're not going to come out of your stillness with a dull ache. So get yourself set up so you feel nice and super happy. And especially a little blanket across the belly to give you that sort of tucked in sensation is kind of nice sometimes. So get yourself super comfortable and then let your eyes close down. Let your hands and your feet soften. If closing the eyes down doesn't feel right, just soften your gaze, find a point on the floor that you can look at. Invite a soft sense of heaviness into your feet, soles of the feet, tops of the feet, and your toes. Heels are nice and heavy into the floor. Calves are soft and heavy, shins are soft and heavy. Soften the tops of your knees and the backs of your knees. Let the tops of your thighs be heavy into your chair and the backs of your thighs are just soft. Notice your abdomen, your belly button, and see if you're holding any last bits of tension in your belly. Can you let your belly be soft? Shoulders are soft, arms are soft and heavy. Soften your jaw. Allow the tongue to fall away from the roof of your mouth. Let your cheekbones be soft. Start to bring your awareness back into your body. Allow your awareness to come right down to your feet and your toes. Maybe give your toes a light little wiggle. And then pressing into your big toes, inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose. And then switch, press into your pinky toes. Breathe in through your nose. And out through your nose. Awesome. And then wiggle your fingers, bring some bigger movement into your toes and your feet. Maybe move your ankles, maybe move your wrists. And then maybe stretch one leg and then the other, move everything around, move your arms, move your elbows, any little bit of movement that feels good. And if you were snuggled in with a blanket, you might choose to set it down for just a second. And then if it feels great to do so, take that big good morning stretch and then release. Let your arms come down, let your feet come down and lift your back away from your chair. Walk yourself forward so you have that nice tall upright position. And then just bring one hand to the belly, one hand to the heart. Eyes closed or soften your gaze. Take a nice deep breath in. A nice slow breath out. Breathing in love and gratitude for yourself, for your mind, for your body, and for all of your hard work. And I send my love and gratitude out to you. Thank you for sharing your morning with me. Gently lift up through the top of your head. Gently open your eyes. I bow to you. Happy, happy Wednesday.